Welcome back to PluginMastery. Today we will be going through how to use listeners. So, to create your first listener, you go to the left side, you right click, new, package. Then you type listener, and then on the listener package you right click, then Java class. And here you do your class names. For me it's gonna be join message. Okay? And here you have to do implement listener. Just remember to do or.bucket.event. You gotta use the bucket version. So you click on that, you double click on that, and here you do private. Then you do your plugin name. For me it's gonna be PluginMastery. Then plugin. Okay, simple enough. And here you do public, and then the name of your class. You can get it from up here. So for me it's gonna be join message, and here you're gonna do PluginMastery. For me it's gonna be PluginMastery. For you it's gonna be the name of your plugin. You do plugin. Okay. And here you do this dot plugin equals plugin. Okay. And then you do this dot plugin dot get server dot get plugin manager register events, and here you type this and then plugin. Okay, this is make sure that the listener actually gets called and works, so when you actually run it, it will work. Here we're gonna change the join message, so we do at event handler, and then we do public void on join. This doesn't really matter, but it's just gonna be on join for me, and then do player join event. Okay, this is when a player joins. This is the event when a player joins. So first off, how do we get the player? So we can do player. You gotta import this class equals event.getPlayer. Okay, so this is the player now. Let the message, we can do event let join message. Actually, we can do player.get name to get the name of the player. Join the tutorial. This is gonna set the join message to player's name, the name of the player that joined. Join the tutorial. Okay, so then to actually make this work and run when we join the game, you gotta go to your main class. It's right here, and on enable you do new join message or the name of your class, and then do this. Type this. Okay, this is make sure that it actually runs. Let's try to build it. Okay, so build success. Sounds good. Okay, so now we gotta put this on our server, and then we gotta restart the server to actually make the plugin run. So if we join the server now, you should see your name and then join the tutorial. So let's see if that worked. Okay, amazing, it worked. Now we join the tutorial. Let's add some color to them. So how do we do this, you might ask? You can do chat color, and then it's gonna be the bucket version again. Let's just do something else. Let's do green. Okay, so chat color dot green, and then plus, and then the message. So let's see if this works. Build success. Sounds good. Okay, let's add this to our server. And there you go. Now it's a green message. So let's say if someone dies, you want to send them maybe a title or maybe a message, and maybe even a sound. So how do we do that? So we create a new listener called player message. Just call it like that, and here you gotta type the same thing as before. Okay, so if you don't want to type this all again, you can just copy it from the last one. Okay, so here we're gonna do an event handler public void on respawn. We usually like to do things when they respawn, so they are not on the death screen, you know. So we can do player respawn event. Okay, so first off, get the player. Player equals event get the player. Okay. Same thing as before, you get the player. So here you can do player dot send title. Okay. Add color, like the one we used before from bucket, dot red. Okay. What do we want to send them? Maybe like you died. Here you gotta put subtitles. You can do just player dot get name. I think this will look good. So let's add some sounds to this message. Add some sounds. You do player dot play sound, then you do player dot get location, and then sound ender dragon flap 1.0f. Okay. So now we'll first off send them title and then play a sound for the player. So let's see if this works. Build success. You might have realized that we forgot something. And what is that? We forgot to add it to the main class, like we did here. So we gotta do new player build message and this. You can run it again. Now it has build success and we can add it to the server. Okay, so you can see the join message right there. But let's do /kill zombie man. You died, and then your name. Okay, and then you can hear that the Ender Dragon flap sound is playing in the background when you die. Okay, so let's say you want to make a new listener that blocks people from being rude. Okay, so you can create a new listener like before, then do message listener, and here you do the exact same thing that we have done the last 2 times. So event handler like before, public void on message async layer your chat event. Okay, we get the player. We gotta import a class for player and then equals event.getPlayer. Okay, so let's just do a simple list. A list of strings, and if you remember from last part, we talked about strings and variables. You know, a string is a text, so we do rude words. This is what this list is called. And then it's new array list. Okay, so let's add some rude or toxic words to this. Then you do rude words.add, and then let's add maybe imagine dying, a bit toxic, or rude words take that L. Oops, take that L. Okay, so now we can get the message. To do that, we can do string message equals event bucket message. Okay, and here we can use an if statement like this. If rude words dot contains message, you can do event dot set cancelled to true, because we don't want it to send it, of course. And then we send them a little message like here that send message color.red, don't be toxic to others. Okay, so now we got added to the main class. New message listener. This. Okay, let's run this. Build success. Okay, let's add this to our server now. Okay, so let's test this. So let's say imagine dying. Then you can see don't be toxic to others. And then if we spam it, doesn't work. And then we can do take that L, and also doesn't work.